Good morning. I've already done this video. I'm coming back to put an ad on. At the end of the video, you'll see me clenching my heart. Everything's okay. I woke up right away. I did the video. At the end of it, I was drained. I also made a few mistakes in the video where 6 and 6 I said equal to 49, but it equals to 48/24 minus. Okay, but we have to remember that the 40 group, 49 is 7 times 7 to Christ. 8 and 9 come together as the crossing heavens. This will resemble the sun. This will be Uranus. 94 and a half is 47, which is the star system inside the moon. Why? Because 5 times 7 and 5 plus 7, G and E, okay, will equal 35. Electric company, any craps, which if you want in different videos, or if you want me to personally explain to you how these numbers connect, if you see the design, how things link together, how C becomes E by connecting in A, see that pyramid over there? The arms of A extend out to the other side of each side. The diamond that sits in the center is the beginning of it. Everything is command, create, and connect. See the top over here, just like the Georgia Guidestones? That's basically your any crap connection, the loop, which also represents eternal. You break that loop, you're still on the other side. You die in one world, you're still on the other world because you're only an extension. 8 and 9 come together as a 72 representative of 288. 72, 72, 72, 72, 144, 144, 288. 288 times 1.25 is 360. And there's just all kinds of numbers that keep going on. All numbers link, all associations. This is 92, but it's also 11. If you reverse it, it's 29, it's also 11. 9 by 2, either way, is the same thing. When we have 49 or 94, 47 is also, 74 is Jesus, 74 is time, 47 is time, 74 is cross, 7 times 4 is 28 cycle in the moon. So everything is going to connect one to the next because I can't even explain the whole story. I also wanted to mention that this is 55. 3 and 2 is 5, 7 and 7 is 14, so 77. 3 into the BC world. Now, if I would add in the AD world to this, okay, I'm going to do the AD world to this, and I'm going to use 17 and 47. Okay, the AD world of 17 and 47, and the BC world of 37 and 27. This is 64, 6, 4, 5, 6 Federation. This one, 47, 57, 64 Federation. 1 and 4 is 5, 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, 7 and 7, 7 times 7 or 7 plus 7 is 14 DNA. 1 and 7 is your gateway, equals to 8, equals to 2, cycle of the moon, equals to 10, equals to 1, equals to 9, artificial intelligence, equals to 7, because all zeros in 10, okay, will equal to 0, all zeros and then 0 equals to 6, becomes 7 and 9, or gateway to the birth. 6 and 14, 6 and 5, 4 and 5. This one, if I double it twice, it becomes 2 and 5 earth. It becomes 8 and 5 matrix. So it seems like that one cannot come alone, but only to separate and divide. But let's just leave it at that. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. I was clenching my heart at the end of the video or during the video because of how much it takes out of me. And I believe inside our blood that flows, that gives us life. The slow in and out of our dreams. Thank you for watching this video. I have no idea. Please bear with me. I just woke up. It's 11:13. I've been looking at my books for the last 5 minutes. I had a dream last night. I don't know the truth of the dream. I don't even know really where my location is. I may have been in Canada. All I know is I saw an island on the other side. Now remember, everything is basically, to me, large parts of islands separated by partial rivers in between. Whatever it was, I kept saying to myself, look, They're swimming the English Channel. People came this way, and then people swam the other way. Well, as the people swam this way, I somehow went into a trance in my head, and I kept thinking I was floating. And when I opened my eyes, I was actually still lying on my pillow, but I never even woke up. A girl swims to this side, a bunch of people, a man flips over and just swims all the way back, and I'm going, with my heart, I can never do it. So as the girl swims over, she looks at me. This is a crazy dream because um, in the dream, I have my cell phone, and I just got out of this doctor's office in which after we had an examination, I'm saying a woman examined me. Another woman walks in. I see I'm sitting on a seat, but the seat is a toilet seat, and I have to go. So I go to the bathroom right there in front of everybody. Nobody notices. Then I notice this ain't a real bathroom seat, and it goes all over the place. And I says, whoops, I didn't notice. And anyways, after that happens, I'm back in front of this woman that just swam the English Channel with my cell phone. And I'm trying to show her, hey, she doesn't speak any English. Then all of a sudden she does. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's a big TV on the side. Big giant TV in the English Channel sticking out of the water. There's a brick wall on this side where the office building was, a short building, and bunch of people sitting there. And I'm playing with my phone, and I'm seeing it all showing up on the TV. And I want to show her my art palace, Mr. Tackpans. But every time I try to put in art, I can never get it in. 10, 15, 20 minutes have passed. But all of a sudden, it's not my phone anymore. I now have one cell phone in my hand. Another, I ended up with 5 or 6 larger cell phones in my hand. And I think that at the end, I ended up getting Art Palace, Mr. Tackpans. And I wake up to, I think it was Sheena who sent me the message, Georgia Guidestones. The word Georgia, George, is the moon. Since day one, General Electric Guidance Energy Gold. Size of the moon is in O, and R is 33. O and R, okay, is 9 and 6 rotation. 7 and 8 gateway to heaven is inside. On the outside of 6 and 9, we can't go to the outside. The next numbers is, let's say 7 and 7 is 14. 14 will reduce to 5. We now have 5 and 9. Then we have 3 and 9. Then we have 1 and 9. So everything is going to be set up with 9 if we go to that rotation of numbers. Georgia, G and E, okay. 5 and 7, the numeric value for the moon. General Electric, O and R, okay, together come to a total of 33. So we have 12, 33, 12. And again, my autofocus is on. We have 12, 33, 12, which is actually saying we have 3, 6, 3. But wait, let's change this up a little bit, okay? Let's say we have GE equaling to 12, 1 and 2 equals to 3. Let's say we have the O and R total, which is 33. And then we have G and E 12 equaling to 3. We have 3, 33, 3. Create command, CFC. I feel like my heart is like a butterfly. All night it kept going. Brrr. Felt like a truck going down the road and shaking my whole building. When I listened outside, there was no truck, but my heart was. Brrr. Then I thought it was the cat scratching. You know when it scratches, the whole bed shakes? I thought it was that, but it was my heart. It was really a weird night last night. So Georgia guidance. Instead of Q and U, as the Queen is guiding us, or the Q letter, the 1-7 gateway, we now have the G and U as in the 7th gate of U, which is Alpha Beta Electric Company, is now guiding us inside the moon. The D, the delta angle. What is the delta angle? Well, it is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and that is an offset triangle. And the reason I say offset triangle is I'm going to design to you triangles right now, okay, which at the same time can be used as road separations because of, what do they say it again? You know, the chevrons, they call it chevron, chevron oil, oil backwards says law. So we see these when I go down the 401 into Ontario, I see these, but the delta angle, okay, is basically, I'm going to try to do this if I can do it. Here's your delta angle. This one here, I'm going to color it in. I'm going to color it in because it'll, oh no, okay, I almost lost it, but I didn't. The delta angle is in green, and the real letter for the D is over here. And the reason for that is I'm going corner for corner exactly 45. The delta angle, I don't know what angle it is. I do know 35 is the electric company, okay, and that would be any craps, and that would be the runner of 1 and 2. The peak of the church, I know, is not running on the perfect sun angle. Anyways, Georgia Guidestones, the March is number 3. The numbers were 22, and when I open my page now, don't forget I'm all over the place right now. Number 22, remember Grover Cleveland was the 22nd president, and everything is a guide. If it says 22, 22 refers to what is 21, blackjack, what is 23, the beginning of the next side, and what is 24 could be the beginning, meaning that 22 is the end, 23 is the beginning, go left of 23, go right of 23. 22nd letter in the alphabet is V. V is as a pronunciation word in French is for life. And when we start working with North America and with Europe, we talk about two ends of the globe, two sides, two what they say opposite languages. Now, Italian, Greek, anything to do with Latin is not an opposite language. French, the opposite language to all these languages is English. So it's English and Latin, or English and French, or English and Spanish, or English and this, everything to do with English. Now that English language, okay, is not really 100% the opposite, because English language has to be a made-up language of a consortium. Can I use that word consortium? Because in Russian they use the same letter N but backwards. The Greeks, the letter A is the same. They use the Z, the omnicron or whatever, they use the O. So there's a bunch of letters that are still in the English language. Now I'm going to put this on pause, and I'm just going to be bringing out small things. We see this is the rocket center flight pad. This is also known as a lantern. It also has 4 sides and a top and the bottom, but it has 4 going around. Then it has 4 over here, and it's 4, so it has 4, 4, 4. Now the reverse of 4 is 3, 3, 3, a pig's pregnancy. The pig's pregnancy, the nose that goes straight across, not like our nose that goes upside down. You turn 2 humans upside down, and you can lock their nose together with straight pipes, eye and eye. Or you can put them face to face, and the only way to connect them is with a U into your nose. You need 2 of them, but they're in front of each other. It's not the W. But if I turn 2 humans next to each other, I would plug this nose to that nose, the outside of both noses, then the inside of both noses. Whoa, headache. Vampire amps, blood sucking. I want to get on to something else. Let me jump on to the 7 game. Let me move this up a little bit. It's too much for me, too much light. The half-life, 7 and 5, minus and plus. You multiply it. When you multiply it, you connect everything in between. 1 times 6 fits 6. When you multiply it, you get 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 minus 2 plus. And with the actuality here is 12. 2 minus 2 plus, 4 and 8. 2 times, it becomes its number. 6 minus 6 plus, 1 and 11. This will be the game of blackjack. AKA. The K is the 11th letter. The A is the 1 letter. 1 and 1 is 2. We now say Abe is an Abe Lincoln. Lincoln Tunnel. island. We have 6 and 4 equaling to 10 and 2, which is the blue ball and pull, equaling again to 1 and 2. These two numbers come close together. 6 plus 4 is 10 is 1. 6 minus 4 is 2, so 6 and 5 and 6 and 4, or federation, comes together into the blue world. 6 and 7 creates 1 and 4. This is your DNA. 4 and 1 comes together. I don't know where I picked up all these numbers. 30 and 19 equals 49 and 11, plus and minus. 6 times 6, 36. 6 plus 6, 13 equals to 49. So 66 is where the gateway comes into the fact. 6 foot 6 inches, which is 78 inches. 78 fits between 6 and 9 rotation, gateway heaven, 6 foot 6. 7 times 7 plus or minus equaling to electric company, the die cell in the sun, or the day for Sunday. Electric company, command and create. 7 times 12, command and create with Pluto. Pluto, 6 and 2 creates the dog, 8 and 4 the numeric value for Pluto. Remember, I haven't reversed anything yet. The heaven of D. 3 and 7 is the sun, 2 and 7 is the red sun. This is the cube in the sun. 73 is the number to Nibiru. That's why I use it as the sun. 3 times 7, 21. The cube, 3 and 7 is 10. The child passing, the monkey, the key. Why do I say that? Because when we play games in blackjack, they call for the monkey 10. When a child is born, very often they say at baby showers, here's a little monkey. They don't say cat, they don't say dog. 2 times 7, 2 plus 7, 14, DNA. Win a big red sun. 2 plus 7, 9 is the I birth. Total is 2305. 23, BC, BCE, Bell Canada Enterprise, and 5 and 7 is 35, Electric Company, and 12, Alpha Beta, Abe, bring on the blue world, 1 and 2. All zeros equal 6. The blue world now creates 72. The blue world and the red world creates the purple world. The purple world connects the skies. The word purple is 88, 62, 26, 6, 22, 6. 6 times 22 times 6 equals 792. And that 7920 is the diameter of the Earth. When we divide it by, I think it's 4. No, when I divide 7920 divided by 5.5 equals to 1440, the number is minutes in a day, times 1.5, or the number to Mars, equals to the diameter of the moon. I haven't done the separation of planet Earth to the moon. I do not have it, but if you check it out, it'll be a calculatable of 1440, whether it's miles or kilometers. When we use 13 and 14, 13 will create artificial intelligence. It is the smallest number that when multiplied will reach us to 19. They say that the cycles run at 18, which is actually wrong. 18 by 18 is 324. 18 by 18 is 324. They say that's the cycle. I don't know if it was on the guide stones that you mentioned, but 19 by 19 is 361. Total is 37. Difference. The reason I say that is because 19 by 19, 361, it's a circle plus 1 degree. Remember, in order to go from the 0 minute, the 5 minute mark to the 10 minute mark, you think it's 5 minutes. But if you're touching on the line, you touch the 5 minute line, you touch the 6 minute line, you touch the 7 minute line, you touch the 8 minute line, you touch the 9 minute line, you touch the 10 minute line. So 6 lines equals 5 minutes. And you've connected to the circle. Remember, you run in. Oh, look, the train is coming home. It's arrived at the staircase of where you can get on, but until that train is stopped, the front of the train has reached the back of the line. Now the front of the train reaches the front of the line. The back of the train is at the back of the line. all the doors open, nobody can walk onto the train track, everybody gets onto the train. 7 times 7 is Christ. 7 and 5 is equal to the moon. E and G. 7 gets 15 because of what pool does. The 15 ball is the same color in pool. Now there's a lot of random numbers, and I'm looking through my book right now. The church is number 38, or C and H is 38. Actually, church, if I remember, is 61, which is the half-life. Red, black, green, white, yellow. Yellow and gold. These two, negative and gold, come together. Yellow and gold come together because it's yellow gold and gold looks yellow. The difference between 38 and 92 is a numeric value I used yesterday. I used this yesterday, 38 and 92. Gold is 38, yellow. The difference is 54, which equals to the sun. But the difference also is 66. 6 and 3 is 9, 2 and 8 equals to 6. Now, if we went to a negative value, this would be actually -2 plus 8 would be 10. If they'd both be on the same side, the difference would be 6. Here, if we use the addition, if we use the negative value, it would be 6. If it was the negative value on the other side, sorry, if we minus it, if we add it, okay, it'd be 12, which means 3 is to the minus, 9 is to the plus, the total is 12, which equals to 3. This one will equal to 1, and that would be any craps, AC, any craps, which is actually supposed to be EC, or alpha craps, okay? Now, we don't want to say it that way. We don't even want to use it that way. Alternate current, artificial intelligence, A and I system would come in, and then we'd end up with the system of 13, because 13 will create 19. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 creates 34. 3 by 4 is 12. 3 plus 4 is 7 and 12. And then we get into the whole system of what we talked about in yesterday's video. Another thing, a gematria star key in gematria. In order to connect all 7s in gematria, right, I connect A to H, A to I, A to H, B to I, C to J, D to K, E to L, F to M, FM. So the low would be FM and the high would be AH. This would be 1 inside of 8. This will be 6 and 4. So that will actually create 1 and 8. I'm going to draw this up. 1 and 8, 6 and 4. So let me do this real quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it'll be these designs right here. I connect, actually it's the 13th letter, 1 and 3 is 4, so I'm going to go right across. 4, 5, 6, running into the 5. And then over here actually is again, here's your 5 area over here. And here you're running from 1 to 8. And here you're running from 4 through 6. I don't know what this is going to do. I was doing a thing on Pepsi and Coke yesterday where everything to do with Coke, okay, is 315115, okay, talking about Mars, talking about the key in Mars, talking about the ace key in Mars. Now, when you talk about the ace, does that mean that the steeple goes because of the design of the ace? Does that mean because what is the ace? The ace is 11. Remember what 11 is. When the only way in gematria that we get 11 where 1 and 1 comes together is M and N. So we're linking M and N, and they mentioned that in the guide stones, and I have a point. Incision, the word incision, decision, casino. Part of pi is in this word. Mars, pi, alternate current. War is 42, so is the cat. Deuce, 2. Okay, when you say deuce, you're in tennis, you're tied, you're 40-40. I'm not sure where else I want to go with this. I'm going to go on to the Georgia Guidestones. Thank you for mentioning that. The last part that I was working on in this was just, I know most people won't get to it, is 007. If you take a look, it's Eternal 7. 007 is Eternal. Double starts with W. It's also for the V, which is 22 and 23. The reverse of James Bond says at the helm. Scream when you're at the helm. Yell. Yell with love, lemon yellow. Double the bond. Again, O and D is bond. B and D can be the bad cat, the bond of the bad cat. We did this yesterday. There's a reverse alphabet in here. I don't want to go anything over this. AM, I forget what brought me into this word. There was something, jam. When they had the Georgia Guidestones, right? It said jam. It could be July, August. It could be January, April, May. It could be January, August, March. Maybe it's talking about those months. Everything has a numeric relationship to something. Everything is numeric. Everything you talked about, what was that word again you used in there? What is it? The way to find things. I'm gonna have to watch that video again. You know, when I do these videos, it hurts my heart. Maybe I just want to say that I'm going to do this again and put this part in the beginning, I think, but every time I do these videos, it strains me. Is it the thinking? Is it because when I talk, I feel all my vibration? Right now, when I put my hand here, I feel it. I feel it vibrating through my heart. So obviously the words are in your blood. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.